Hey everybody. So today what we're going to do is going to work on a tiger. We're going to look at the artwork of Henri Rousseau and we're going to get a close-up look, a portrait of a tiger. So let's think about our paper. Halfway point is about here. We're going to go a little lower to start with the nose. And you can just sketch very lightly a triangle shape. You can see mine very lightly here. I'll go a little darker so you can see. And once you start with that, you can definitely give it a little bit more shape. Twist it down like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come up for the nose here like this. That's going to be that little area there. And then it's going to go right off into the eyes. So curve and curve. So that's the beginning of our tiger. Now, because a tiger is an animal, their eyes tend to be more on a slant than ours. More on a slant than ours. Sort of off to the side a little bit. Then we're going to draw the eye. Circle inside a circle, and don't worry if it's not perfectly symmetrical. You can always adjust that once you get to color. This is going to be more about the color. We're going to work with some neon colors. You're going to come down and go this way, come down and go this way. And once you have that, you can come up and around if you want, like this. And then think about where you want to put the ears, and they're going to be a little bit more off to the side. There we go. See, my sizes are different. Not too worried about that. Join along the top, come around down the bottom, down around the side. Hold your pencil a little wider. Give him a little space for his mouth here. Now, very smooth looking. You're going to want to go in and just kind of rough it up, make it a little more jagged. And again, because this is more about the color, I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about the actual drawing part just yet. I have the beginnings of it. And I'm going to give him almost like the beginning of his stripes. They're going to look like eyebrows. So I'm going to make them a little bit rougher. And I'm going to start up here and I'm going to make it big, a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, till I get right about down to there. I'm going to think about stripes that come onto his face. Both sides, maybe come in a little bit more. You can make them a little bit more stylized and like long skinny triangles, or you can actually make them curve a little bit like this direction if you want. Choice is yours. I kind of like that a little bit better, but again, up to you. You can make his ear go like this if you want. You can come down. And just think about basically the tiger shape. Once you get that done, we're going to be thinking in terms of color. So I like a bold black outline with this. So if we were at school, I probably would have you paint it in black paint first and then go back and add your neon colors. But because we are working in, we're not working with the same materials, I probably would take some time to, I'm just going to outline it first so you can see. I can go change things if I want. I could go more down to here like this one. And I can emphasize the lines I really want to stand out. My marker is running dry. And this is where I can fine tune and make things a little bit more precise in my drawing, if I so choose. But again, this is going to be about a bold black outline with the real pops of color. And depending on what materials you have available, you'll have to decide what you want to use. Let me give him some whiskers right here. Now I'm going to focus on less perfect edges for my curving line. Make him look furry. Ears, maybe I'll make it a little bit different. Symmetry. When we're doing portraiture, they're usually even on the same side, on the opposite sides. A little roughened up. A little bit where I'm going to add some dark areas of striping. Like this. I want to give him his eyebrows. He is pretty fierce. And then again, you can make your stripes going this way. Or you could make them coming out from here. Depends what you like the look of. I'm going to leave that up to you, but I am going to keep it symmetrical since I did that over here. I'll do it over here as well. Curving it in the direction the stripes might go. And maybe I'll add some more down there. So now that I have my tiger and it's up close, I'm going to focus mainly on him with the color. So I'm going to start going in and adding pops of color. So let's say I go here with this color. I'm going to go here with this color for symmetry. And again, we're going for less worried about realism. You can use the colors as you choose. I definitely want to blend as I go along, and you may not have neon colors like I do, and that's okay. You could definitely think about what kind of color scheme you want to use, and maybe instead of using neon colors, maybe yours will be warm and cool colors and how they contrast near each other. What I'd like you to experiment with is blending. And so if you're going along, you're going to notice how I'm kind of blending my colors. And that doesn't mean just layering and layering and layering, although you could definitely do that like I am here. It also means this kind of gradual fading into another color that you might want to try. So experiment, have some fun, think about what kind of colors you'd like to work with. The whole point is to really make this very bold and stand out. Oops, I went a little far there that time. I got the busy talking. There's my yellow. And so I'm going to start by adding my color here. I could add my whiskers toward the end so they just don't get in the way of my drawing now. But what I like to do is if I had a black oil pastel or a black pencil, I happen to have these paint sticks, I'm probably going to go in and really give that bold black outlining to it. I didn't do it at the beginning because I thought it would start mixing too much, but definitely make some choices for yourself about how that's going to work. Think about what colors you want to use, how you want to blend them, and really focus on the portrait of your tiger. You can do the background if you want. You could get interesting and go, you know what, I do want to do something for my background here. You could even maybe just frame it with these leaves, leaf-like shapes to kind of make it a little more interesting if you don't want to leave it white. If you wanted to, you could also cut out your leaves like this, or you could cut out the tiger and put it on a background so it's almost like collaged on top. So that's what I wanted us to try out today. This is certainly not the only type of tiger you can draw. You can look for ideas. You can get a photograph of a tiger to look at to see how their actual stripes look and what you want to add for yours, okay? Have fun doing it. I can't wait to see how it comes out.